2 is I Can Imagine, white and black, Oisin Murphy for Jack Jones. Looking for her first win from what will be a 13th racecourse start. Number 8, another of the colour changes. That is Chloe's Courage. Now the diamond jacket of royal blue and yellow. Dara Keenan in those silks here for trainer John Ryan. Yellow and light blue, quartered combination is Mr. Phillips. Number 9, Johnny Pete for John Jenkins. The Jenkins pair will look quite similar in the run. Behind that one is Due Date, number 1, purple with orange stars, yellow sleeves. Due Date now the mount of Tom Marquand, riding for trainer Charlie Wallace. That's the jockey change. 3 is Mama My Flow, light blue with the maroon stripe, Marco Gianni for trainer Stuart Williams. Last of the 10, down to the 6 furlong start for this White Swan Fisherman's Fortune handicap. The 5, Rockin' It Does Not Go. Betting for the finale is headed by Mama My Flow. Just favourite here, 100 to 30. I Can Imagine, second in at 7 to 2. Due Date and Top Biller are both 5 to 1. Camely Days at 9s with No News and Poetic Jack, 10 to 1 chances. Chloe's Courage 11s, Mr. Phillips at 66s, and College Witch, the outsider, at 80 to 1. Best of luck with all your fancies in our final race. We do hope you've enjoyed your afternoon here. Sunny afternoon at Great Yarmouth. And a reminder, we're back here again next week, and we hope many of you will join us again. Post time less than 3 minutes away in our last at 5:45. Runners assembling down near the starting point here for our final race of the afternoon at Great Yarmouth. A sprint to conclude, 6 furlongs, class 6. Might be a little bit late off here because we are quite close to post time. We've been good with the post time so far today, but obviously we did have the unseat in the last. Thankfully Jason Watson is okay, but not riding in this final race, which is not a surprise. So Tom Marquand comes in for a good spare ride here on Due Date, who was the Chelmsford winner last time out. Also won at Leicester in July, so has got that recent turf win as well. So not solely all about the all-weather, albeit that maybe he does prefer it a fraction. Won that Chelmsford race quite nicely. He can be a bit hit and miss, though. He ran quite moderately at Lingfield earlier in the season when he was a hot favourite. He fluffed the start, so be interesting to see if he gets away on terms. But if he does, he's obviously a huge player. A race that, in theory, you could start to rule a fair few out. Camely Days a bit better last time, but not sure about that one today. Mr. Phillips and College Witch, they haven't really shown much so far. Chloe's Courage, they've been darting around with trips. Surely can't see her winning. So you start to filter down, don't you? I can imagine it's very short in the betting for what she's actually achieved. Maybe the booking of Oisin Murphy is holding her position right up there at the top end, but I think on bare form you'd be opposing. Last few runners filtering behind the stalls here, so final call on bets in the last. 3 to 1, Mama My Flow. 100 to 30, I Can Imagine. Due Date, pretty solid, 9 to 2, in a point. 13 to 2, Top Bill has been drifting. Is a little bit of money for Camely Days next in, 15 to 2, and it's 10s bar those. College Witch, the first one in. She can be quite a character, but she's forwards and she's been pretty calm throughout the prelims today, so all's worked well to this point. Camely Days. Stall number 5 coming up, the purple and pink. Top biller slots forwards. The next one will be Mr. Phillips. Poetic Jack, stall number 11. College Witch is now getting very upset in the starting stalls. She has got, as I say, a history of troubles at the track. Hopefully she can be calmed. Blindfolded Due Date about to head up to stall number 2. Mama My Flow about to come on approach. Stall 8, I Can Imagine, also being led up. Gate 6, so we are down to the last handful. I Can Imagine slotting in. So here we go with Chloe's Courage and also No News. No News, stall 10. And Chloe's Courage with a blindfold will go to gate 3. Couple of them getting a little on toes here in the stalls, but the last one is in, so we are ready to go. They're off and racing. Out to the right from the gates, Poetic Jack. College Witch was away a little in the air. I Can Imagine, very awkward early. Nearly stumbled there and came down. Oshie Murphy is still in the saddle. Had a bit of a clashing together with Top Biller, it would appear. This is the White Swan Fisherman's Fortune Handicap over 6. The free sweating Camely Days leads the larger group down the centre of the track. Showing up from Due Date and Mama My Flow, and also with those is Chloe's Courage. They're being followed through by Mr. Phillips. Top Biller, I Can Imagine, has made a place over on that far side, has passed College Witch. Meanwhile, on the left, No News and Poetic Jack having a look, trying to see where they line up in proceedings. They're going to tack on over. It's Camely Days with Due Date, who's pushing along upsides to try and join in with the effort. Mr. Phillips there. Then comes I Can Imagine, the extreme right, who's running on quite strongly from the back end of the order. Top Biller looking for gaps. Chloe's Courage, and then Mama My Flow heading towards the final furlong and a half. Camely Days is now pounced on by Due Date. I Can Imagine is following them in third. Due Date hits the front and tries to extend here. Due Date by more than a length and a half. Camely Days and I Can Imagine. Then comes Chloe's Courage as they head close to home. Due Date looking for the line. Camely Days and Chloe's Courage both responding well, but Marquand with the winning spare. Double for him. Due Date gets home. Chloe's Courage and Camely's Days were both closing down to the line. Fourth to I Can Imagine.